Wabi-Sabi is an ancient Japanese philosophy that celebrates the beauty in imperfection and transience. Unlike the perfection-driven ideals of other design styles, Wabi-Sabi encourages homeowners to embrace asymmetry, simplicity, and the natural world. This design ethos prioritizes function alongside aesthetic appeal, allowing a space to feel both harmonious and lived in. At its core, Wabi-Sabi is about acknowledging that all things are transient and ever-changing. The imperfect becomes beautiful, and the flawed objects often hold the most charm. From weathered wooden furniture to simple, handcrafted ceramics, the worn textures add to the story of a home, making it more meaningful and authentic. This style promotes a calming, introspective atmosphere where less is more. Its minimalist approach not only reduces visual clutter but also fosters mindfulness in how we interact with our surroundings. Through careful selection of materials and the intentional placement of objects, a Wabi-Sabi-inspired home creates a space of tranquility and reflection. Imperfection is the heart of Wabi-Sabi design, where the cracks, chips, and worn-out textures of an object tell a story. In contrast to modern, flawless aesthetics, Wabi-Sabi celebrates the unique beauty that emerges from age and use. These imperfections bring depth and personality to a room, allowing each piece of furniture or decoration to possess its own history. The beauty of imperfection is not just in the object itself but in how it complements the surroundings. Whether it's a chipped ceramic vase or a worn-out wooden table, these imperfections help create a sense of nostalgia and warmth. The unpolished, unfinished details make a home feel inviting and deeply personal, far removed from sterile, manufactured spaces. This principle also encourages a shift in our perception of value. Instead of discarding items that appear imperfect, Wabi-Sabi teaches us to appreciate the patina and character that these imperfections add to our environment. It's about celebrating the story behind each item and embracing its role in the larger narrative of the home. Wabi-Sabi embraces the principle of minimalism by stripping away excess to reveal the essence of a space. The focus is on quality over quantity, and each piece in the room serves a functional purpose. This minimalist approach not only helps reduce visual clutter but also promotes a sense of calm and clarity. By choosing fewer but more meaningful items, the space feels open and inviting. The beauty of a minimalist Wabi-Sabi space lies in its simplicity. It's not about having an empty room, but rather about curating a collection of objects that each tell a story. Items are thoughtfully chosen for their craftsmanship, organic shapes, and textures, contributing to the room's serene energy without overwhelming it. A minimalist wabi-sabi design doesn't feel cold or sterile, it's warm, organic, and lived in. The subtle elegance of clean lines and muted tones creates a perfect balance between comfort and aesthetic sophistication. Every space in a wabi-sabi home is carefully arranged to encourage relaxation and mindfulness, making it a sanctuary of peace. One of the core elements of wabi-sabi design is the use of natural materials. Wood, stone, linen, and clay are the staples of this style, chosen for their inherent beauty and connection to nature. These materials are not only durable but also develop a patina over time, further enhancing their charm. The raw textures of these materials create a tactile experience that enhances the warmth and authenticity of the home. Natural materials also reflect a sustainable approach to design. By using materials that age gracefully and require minimal intervention, a wabi-sabi home becomes more eco-friendly. The use of stone, wood, and ceramics in their most organic form celebrates the imperfections found in nature, creating a harmonious balance between the built environment and the natural world. In a wabi-sabi space, the presence of natural materials can evoke a sense of groundedness and tranquility. Whether it's the smooth surface of a stone countertop or the rough texture of exposed wooden beams, these materials connect the space to the earth. Their raw beauty brings a sense of timelessness to the room, making the home feel more rooted and authentic. Wabi-sabi design embraces the concept of imperfect symmetry, where balance is achieved through the asymmetrical arrangement of objects. Unlike traditional design styles that rely on precise symmetry, wabi-sabi invites the eye to wander and appreciate the organic flow of the space. This approach allows each piece to stand on its own while contributing to the overall harmony of the room. In a wabi-sabi home, symmetry is not forced, rather, it evolves naturally. The irregularities in furniture placement, decor arrangement, and architectural features add a sense of fluidity to the space. The visual weight of objects is carefully balanced to create a feeling of calm, despite the absence of perfect symmetry. By incorporating imperfect symmetry, wabi-sabi fosters an environment where chaos and order coexist peacefully. This creates a dynamic yet serene atmosphere, encouraging a sense of ease and comfort. The careful attention to these subtle asymmetries makes the home feel both thoughtful and spontaneous. Rustic Charm plays a key role in Wabi-Sabi, where the beauty of the weathered, worn, and aged is embraced. This style seeks to capture the essence of nature's imperfections, bringing the outdoors inside with materials that have stood the test of time. Worn wooden beams, aged stone, and vintage furnishings evoke a sense of history and timelessness. These elements create a home that feels grounded, cozy, and lived in. The rustic charm of Wabi-Sabi doesn't mean neglecting the finer details, rather, it's about appreciating the inherent beauty in things that show their age. The texture of weathered wood, the patina on metal, and the faded fabric of antique textiles all add to the warmth and character of a room. These items carry their own stories, adding depth and richness to the space. By incorporating rustic elements, Wabi-Sabi creates a balance between the natural world and the human touch. Whether it's a distressed wooden table or a weathered ceramic vase, these pieces bring a sense of connection to the earth and its cycles. The rustic charm in Wabi-Sabi is a celebration of imperfection, a reminder that beauty can be found in the oldest and most worn items. Neutral tones are a cornerstone of Wabi-Sabi, creating a peaceful, grounding environment. The palette revolves around earthy hues like warm beiges, soft grays, and muted whites that blend harmoniously with natural materials. These colors promote a sense of calm and tranquility, making them perfect for creating a serene space. By avoiding bold, overpowering colors, the neutral tones allow the imperfections of materials to take center stage. The soft tones used in Wabi-Sabi design help create a cohesive space where each element can breathe. The subtle colors of natural materials, wood, stone, and clay, blend seamlessly with the walls, furniture, and textiles. This quiet palette allows the textures and imperfections of objects to shine without being overshadowed by contrasting colors. The beauty of neutral tones in Wabi-Sabi lies in their ability to adapt to the changing light throughout the day. Morning sunlight brings warmth to beige and taupe, while evening light softens the grays and whites, creating a dynamic and ever-changing atmosphere. This fluidity adds to the organic nature of Wabi-Sabi, where nothing is static and everything is in constant flux. In Wabi-Sabi, organic shapes play a significant role in creating a harmonious and natural environment. This design style favors curves, irregular shapes, and asymmetry over straight lines and geometric precision. The fluidity of organic forms, inspired by nature, allows the space to feel more inviting and alive. Each curve and uneven edge contributes to the overall sense of tranquility, offering a visual break from the rigidity of traditional design. The appeal of organic shapes lies in their naturalness and the way they mimic the imperfections found in the natural world. A curved chair, a rounded vase, or an asymmetrical table all contribute to the feeling of calm that Wabi-Sabi aims to evoke. These elements don't demand attention but rather encourage a soft, unobtrusive flow throughout the room. Incorporating organic shapes into a wabi-sabi space helps connect the indoors with the natural environment outside. The irregular forms and imperfect contours mirror the shapes found in nature: tree branches, flowing rivers, and rounded stones. This connection fosters a deeper sense of peace and a reminder that beauty can be found in the natural world's unpredictability. Aged patina is one of the defining characteristics of wabi-sabi, adding an undeniable elegance to everyday objects. The beauty of patina comes from the passage of time, whether it's the darkened wood of an old chair, the tarnish on a metal light fixture, or the subtle fading of a hand-woven rug. These signs of age tell a story, lending character and depth to the room. The patina invites reflection and appreciation for the journey these items have been through. Patina doesn't just signify the passage of time, it also represents resilience and endurance. Items that have developed a patina have survived and adapted, and in doing so, they embody a kind of quiet strength. This concept aligns with wabi-sabi's core principles, which value endurance, imperfection, and the beauty of aging. A patina-covered surface in a wabi-sabi home becomes a living testament to time's effects. Incorporating items with an aged patina into a wabi-sabi space can be transformative. These objects bring warmth and authenticity to a room, creating a sense of history and richness. They act as reminders of the passage of time and the beauty inherent in both the old and the new, forging a deeper connection between the past and the present. Textures play an essential role in wabi-sabi, contributing to the tactile and sensory experience of a space. From the soft grain of weathered wood to the roughness of natural stone, these textures create a layered, rich environment that invites touch and exploration. The contrast between smooth and rough surfaces adds depth to the design, making the space feel grounded and connected to the earth. Quiet textures can transform a simple room into a sanctuary. The beauty of wabi-sabi textures lies in their subtlety. These materials are not meant to overwhelm the senses but to gently encourage mindfulness. A hand-woven linen throw, a stone fireplace, or a weathered leather chair all contribute to an atmosphere of calm, offering a sensory journey without excessive visual stimulation. The careful layering of textures creates a sense of harmony and relaxation. Textures in wabi-sabi design are not just about aesthetics, they are about creating a space that feels as good as it looks. The softness of a wool rug beneath your feet, the warmth of a wooden bench, or the coolness of a stone countertop engages the senses and invites comfort. These textures make a wabi-sabi home feel welcoming and grounded, encouraging moments of pause and reflection. In Wabi-Sabi, simplicity is key, and the furnishings reflect this philosophy. The furniture pieces in a Wabi-Sabi home are minimal, yet purposeful. Each piece is selected for its function and its ability to add to the overall aesthetic without overwhelming the space. Simple, Clean lines characterize the furnishings, with a focus on natural materials that age gracefully over time. There is no need for excess decoration or ornamentation. Instead, the beauty lies in the understated nature of the design. The simplicity of Wabi-Sabi furnishings is not about stark minimalism, but rather about creating a space that feels balanced and uncluttered. The careful selection of each item ensures that it serves both a functional and an aesthetic role. Whether it's a low wooden table or a simple metal chair, every piece contributes to the space without dominating it. The aim is to create a room that feels serene and well-considered. Simple furnishings create a sense of calm and allow other design elements, such as textures and natural materials, to shine. They encourage mindfulness and appreciation for what is essential. In a Wabi-Sabi home, the furniture becomes a silent companion to the room's overall atmosphere, supporting the design without drawing undue attention to itself. This subtle approach to furniture design fosters a peaceful, balanced space. Natural materials are at the heart of Wabi-Sabi design, reflecting the inherent beauty of the earth and its resources. From wood to stone to clay, these materials connect the home with nature and bring a sense of warmth and authenticity. In Wabi-Sabi, the imperfections of these materials are celebrated, rather than hidden. The texture of rough-hewn wood, the irregularity of stone surfaces, and the natural variation in clay items create a space that feels grounded and intimately connected to the natural world. Incorporating natural materials into a Wabi-Sabi space fosters a sense of timelessness. These materials age gracefully, developing a patina or texture that adds character over time. Wood darkens and softens, stone becomes more polished with use, and clay items develop a unique charm as they wear. These transformations only enhance the overall beauty of the space, showcasing the passage of time in a way that feels organic and harmonious. Natural materials in Wabi-Sabi design help to create a home that feels both organic and enduring. They bring an earthy, tactile quality to the space, encouraging a deep sense of connection to nature. Whether it's a wooden dining table, a stone sink, or clay pottery, these materials add texture, color, and warmth, enhancing the serenity and beauty of the home. One of the core principles of Wabi-Sabi is embracing imperfection, which allows for a deeper appreciation of the beauty found in flaws. Whether it's a chipped teacup, a crack in a wooden table, or a slightly uneven wall, these imperfections add character and life to the space. In Wabi-Sabi design, imperfections are not seen as flaws to be hidden but as unique qualities that tell a story. They invite reflection and a deeper connection to the objects and the space. The concept of imperfect beauty in Wabi-Sabi is rooted in the understanding that nothing is permanent, and nothing is flawless. This philosophy encourages us to let go of the pursuit of perfection and instead appreciate the subtle, often hidden, beauty in aging and wear. A worn leather chair or a weathered stone pathway is a perfect example of how imperfection adds a sense of authenticity and charm that polished, flawless objects cannot replicate. By celebrating imperfection, Wabi-Sabi creates spaces that feel alive and full of history. Each crack, mark, and patina adds depth, making the space feel more personal and unique. This approach fosters a sense of comfort, as the space no longer feels sterile or overly curated but instead embraces the warmth and richness of life's imperfections. Minimalist decor is essential to the Wabi-Sabi aesthetic, focusing on simplicity and purpose. The idea is to keep only what is necessary, removing excess and clutter to create a space that feels open and uncluttered. Each piece is chosen thoughtfully, ensuring it serves a function or adds to the atmosphere. This approach allows the beauty of the materials and imperfections to take center stage, without distraction. In a minimalist Wabi-Sabi space, less truly is more, creating a serene and intentional environment. Incorporating minimalist decor means eliminating unnecessary items and focusing on the essentials. Furniture is pared down to only what is needed, often with clean lines and neutral tones. The result is a room that feels spacious, light, and calm, where the mind can rest. Minimalism in Wabi-Sabi doesn't mean a lack of style, but rather a design that highlights the inherent beauty in the simplest forms and materials. The beauty of minimalist decor in Wabi-Sabi is its ability to bring focus to the space itself. With fewer distractions, every detail, the texture of a rug, the curve of a chair, or the natural finish of a wooden table, becomes more pronounced. This deliberate simplicity allows the imperfections of objects and materials to shine, creating a peaceful, harmonious atmosphere that feels both intentional and organic. The color palette in Wabi-Sabi is rooted in calm, grounding tones that reflect the simplicity and natural beauty of the world around us. Neutral shades of beige, gray, and soft whites dominate, with accents of earthy tones like muted greens, browns, and blues. These colors are chosen for their ability to create a serene and peaceful environment, allowing the focus to remain on the materials and textures that make up the space. In a Wabi-Sabi room, the colors act as a subtle backdrop, promoting calm and contemplation. The serene color palette of Wabi-Sabi fosters a sense of balance and harmony within the space. These muted tones don't compete for attention but instead provide a quiet foundation for the more tactile elements of the room, like the texture of wood, stone, and textiles, to shine. Soft, faded hues evoke a feeling of timelessness and tranquility, helping to create an environment that encourages mindfulness and reflection. Wabi-Sabi color schemes are not about bright, bold statements. They are about embracing the quiet elegance of subtlety. The use of soft neutrals and natural colors allows the imperfections of the materials to stand out and be appreciated. This approach creates a space that feels effortless yet deeply inviting, a place where one can unwind and reconnect with nature and the present moment. As we conclude our exploration of the Wabi-Sabi style, it's clear that the beauty of this design philosophy lies in its acceptance of imperfection, simplicity, and the passage of time. Each element in a Wabi-Sabi home invites reflection and appreciation, from the natural materials to the quiet textures and understated decor. Wabi-Sabi encourages us to embrace the journey of life and the inevitability of change, finding peace in the things that are naturally imperfect. Wabi-Sabi reminds us that true beauty does not lie in flawless perfection, but in the authenticity of everyday life. By incorporating these elements into our homes, we create spaces that nurture mindfulness and serenity. These spaces become more than just places to live, they become places to experience, to appreciate, and to connect with the world around us in a deeper way. I hope this guide to Wabi-Sabi has inspired you to embrace the natural beauty of imperfection in your own home. If you've enjoyed this journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below with your thoughts or questions. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.